Good morning and welcome to today's Warrior Shoutout, where we'll fill you in on what's going on around Thompson. So our fishing team has had a lot of success recently, which is so cool.
They have, even despite, a couple of tournaments early on getting canceled because of the weather, they've done really well because they've actually fished 2 tournaments and they've placed top 5 in both tournaments with anywhere in the range of 40 plus teams being in those tournaments. And so their first tournament, they had a 4th place finish at the Lake Eufaula tournament, and then this past weekend they were at Lake Wheeler in North Alabama and placed 3rd. And so it was a major success for them, and that's just a good sign that they're continuing to progress and grow. And so we're looking forward to seeing what they can accomplish in the next few weeks.
Yes, for sure. And right before spring break, Thompson had a blood drive, which is such a cool opportunity for students to give back to their community.
Absolutely. This is our 2nd blood drive this year, and it's been a few years since we had a blood drive. And on this particular drive, we met and exceeded our goal of 100 units of blood that we wanted to be donated. And so over 100 people donated blood on that Thursday before spring break, and just so happy health science group and all of our students that are involved in the patient care tech program and the interns and Miss Ezekiel, all of them, they really worked hard to make this a go, and it worked really, really well, and just happy to see it. And we've already got one on the schedule for next year.
Yes, and our baseball team was having a lot of success before spring break in all of their games, but now they're in area play, and
Yes.
They won their first area game.
Yes, huge, because that's playoff implications for baseball in terms of winning those area games. And that was a big win over Oak Mountain, which is a very good team, and so they took that victory, and we're happy that they've gotten started off undefeated 1-0 in area play.
Yes, and our JV team also got a victory, which is so exciting that both teams were able to win.
Yes, and it just is a good sign of what's to come as far as the baseball program with the freshman team and the JV teams both having success.
Yes, not only our baseball team is having success, all of Thompson soccer is that well, starting off with varsity girls getting a big win over Tuscaloosa County, and it was on senior night.
Yes, yeah, we had the girls and the boys varsity teams played against T County, and both had victories over T County, which was huge, but to do it on senior night was very special. And so just happy to see the parents that were there, the seniors that were being honored, and for them to have a win on that special night is pretty cool.
It is very cool. And our freshman girls also won over Calera 3-0, which, that's one of our neighboring communities, and it's so exciting to get a win.
Yeah, we've got a lot of competitive soccer in this area, in this part of the state, and so anytime that you play anyone in our area, you're going to go up against some really good competition. And Calera has a good program, and our girls, our freshman girls, were able to post a very impressive win over them on Monday night. And again, the freshman girls are having a fantastic season as well.
Yeah, and I'm sure our varsity teams are very excited to be playing in the Southern Coast Cup this weekend, because a lot of them just got back from the beach and then they came home for a few days and they're going right back to play soccer. So that's really fun.
That's right, a little soccer and some sand, and they will definitely have a great experience there. They'll be going up against some very good competition, but this is an ideal time, an opportune time for them to get things really shored up and ready for the finish of the area play, and then also headed into playoff season too. So we're looking for some focus and some improvement there at the tournament so that our teams can be poised and ready to make a run.
Yes, for sure. And our Thompson softball team is also having a lot of success after they won over Chelsea 15-6, which is a pretty big gap.
Absolutely. They've been dominant in just about every game that they've played in this year. They've went up against some very good competition, and Chelsea being one of those. And so, having a 15-6 victory is difficult over anyone, but especially against a very formidable opponent like Chelsea. And so the softball team had great success, and I didn't mention this either about the baseball team as well. Over the spring break, they were both in Gulf Shores and the Orange Beach tournaments there, and they had they had a lot of success there. They won some big games and obviously grew as a team for both programs. And so, again, another exciting look at how things are going to go in the next few weeks with our baseball and softball teams headed into the playoffs.
Yes, for sure. And some of our academies on Tuesday had the opportunity to hear a speaker and really just get to understand how they can be successful in the future.
Sure, yes. Mr. Ken Snow, who's one of our teachers here, computer science and engineering teachers, he had a couple of colleagues or people that he knew from the Alabama Securities Exchange Commission who came in to talk about financial success and how to be successful with managing money. And this is something that's very important for all of our students. And this was a kind of a test run presentation that we did with some of our students to see how it goes, because we want to incorporate more financial literacy and money management into our curriculum, into our classes, so that our students, when they graduate, they're not only graduating prepared to go to college and to start a career and being qualified in those areas, but they also have a better and a very strong sense of how to manage their money and save their money over time.
It's so important. And Gabe Hicksonbaugh and Sam Latona placed in the top 5 in a national wrestling tournament, and it's always so exciting to see their wins because they're going to be so successful in college.
Yes, I mean they both did very well in their national tournament over the past week, placing in the top 5 in the nation. And so you're looking at 2 of the best wrestlers in the nation that we have and have had at Thompson High School, and so it makes me very proud, and it should make everyone proud that we've had such success in wrestling overall. But for our individual wrestlers to be so strong on the national level, I mean, that just is another testament to our program.
Yes, and our color guard got to travel to Bowling Green, Kentucky to compete in the Southeastern Color Guard Circuit Championship. Our JV got gold and varsity got 2nd, which is so awesome.
It really is, you know. And again, another national level competition that our color guard, our winter guard is competing at, and that makes me so proud to talk so much about all of our teams that are not just competing and winning in the state at the state level, but at the national level too. And on top of that, the JV team also was crowned the Alabama state champions as well. And so much success for our winter guard teams, and just wish them the best moving forward, as they're just going to continue to get better and grow.
Me too. And right before spring break, we had our multicultural fair, which was a success, and it's so exciting.
Yes, I mean, there was a lot of food and dancing and music, and it was fun, but it was also a great learning experience for our students that are in the World Languages Academy. And it was another great test run in terms of growing the fair and growing the entire event, because next year we're going to look at making it a school-wide adventure for all students to be involved in. And what I saw on the Friday before spring break, it definitely will be not only a fun event, but a great learning experience for all of our students.
That's all for today's Warrior Shoutout. Keep tuning in for more updates on what's going on around Thompson.